Hi guys, I'm gonna start with part two about behaviors in public and how to behave in public. First of all, you need to assert yourself in public before you start the behavior. You have to think what is appropriate in public, what is considered inappropriate in public. There are two ways you can do this. A, you can go on a walk and you can kindly ask people to leave your property without being hostile, aggressive, or even belligerent. If someone's on your property, you have the right to ask them kindly to leave the property. If a person does not leave a property, then you call police, but that's only last minute. Usually people respect you if you talk politely to them. So if you see a child or an adult on your property and you don't want them there, all you say is, could you please, I'd rather you not cut through my property for whatever reason. I understand you want to get to your house. I understand that, but I would prefer you not cut through my property. That's what you tell someone. If they don't listen, then if they have a parent or guardian, if it's a child, then ask the parent, I would prefer your child doesn't cut through my property. Just say that in a kind voice. People are going to respect you better. Most people argue if you raise your voice, and shout at their kid, oh, well, you did damage to the kid. Well, maybe you didn't. But people have to learn that private property is not public. The street is public. The sidewalk is public. The forest is public. People's backyard are not public. So you have to assert yourself. You may come across that if you live in the city. Some people have had that issue. It's called property boundaries, land disputes. You have to resolve it somehow. It's hard. And you're living very close to people, so that could be a reason. Also, sometimes people fail when they live too close. So, keep in mind you're in the city. What is an appropriate way to act in public if someone wants to pet your dog? You're going to come across dog petters. This is a question I may get asked. I always ask people, please don't pet my dog. Could you kindly remove yourself from my dog? I would rather you give my dog space and not pet my dog. I don't feel comfortable with people petting my dog. That's how you approach the situation. If they're going to continue after you've asked them no and kindly ask them not to pet your dog, take the dog and walk away. That's your other choice. And just go in the house and wait till it's less busy and tell people kindly and politely, do not pet your dog. And also say no. Practice saying no. It does help. You could put a vest saying, do not pet my dog in training. You could do that. It might help. Or you could put a yellow ribbon, which is a yellow bandana, saying, please do not pet my dog. It might help the dog in society because, people see that and they don't want to pet your dog then. So give the message out. There's ways to go around it. How to act in society if someone walks by you and fart. Do you laugh? You might laugh because you're embarrassed. First of all, if someone's walking by you and they fart really loud and you can hear it, then they're rude. But you're not to say anything because it's rude, and if you laugh, they might think you're laughing at them. They may want to go inside and use the bathroom. That's probably why they did it. And probably sometimes people can't help it, can they? It's rude to laugh at other people's bodily function noise, but do not yell out loud in public street, did you? Too. People will find that rude. Never ask people if they fart. They're gonna tell you you're rude if you do that. It's rude. You don't ask people that. How to handle a fart when on a walk with your dog? That's one question I already answered, and I'll answer that. If you want to ask me that question, send it to Sasha Elvira 90 gamer at gmail.com. Or send it to elmasasha3 at outlook.com. Please send it to one or the other, or elmasasha26 at hotmail.com. You can send it to those. I will respond to you. Maybe not right away, but please send that question to me. I would like to know what your response is. Now, if that has happened to you, you can share your story, but don't embarrass people. Just kindly laugh to yourself or go to a corner and laugh so the person doesn't see you. I mean, it will happen. You might hear a fart on a walk. It could happen. It could happen to all of us. But it's not something you should announce really loud and be really rude about it. If you laugh too loud, people might think you're being rude. Now, how to handle a loud bang on the street? Well, that's the question. How to handle a loud bang? Personally, if I'm on a walk and I hear a loud bang, first of all, I would have to calm my dog. Second of all, I would want to know what the loud bang was. If it's a gunshot, I go inside. If it's a cougar or a car tire pop, then I would know the neighbor's tire might have popped or something popped. Personally, I wouldn't make a big deal out of it. If you're going to panic and freak out, then go inside. You don't want people to see that. Another question I might get: how to handle someone being rude to you out in public? Well, you got two ways. First of all, if someone's being rude to you in public, you have the right to tell them, stop, I don't want to talk anymore. I can't chat right now, I have to go. Keep doing that and cutting them off. Every time they want to chat, say, can't talk right now, gotta go, busy. Keep cutting people off if they're being rude to you, because they're being rude to you. And never feel ashamed to tell someone how you feel. If you feel they're being rude, then talk to the person, confront them. But do not do anything that you will attract attention in any way. It happened to me. I'll tell you the story soon. Personally, it's a story that has brought a lot of subject matter to me, and it has really disturbed me, and it's very upsetting to me, so I want to tell you this story later. I know you're dying to hear it. So, it's a subject that touched the heart. I'll tell the story later. How it happened. Okay, so how to handle being arrested by police. Oh, well, that happened to me. First of all, you have to remain calm. You have to go to the door if they ring the doorbell. You cannot lock them out. Second of all, answer any question they have. And you have the right to remain silent in the vehicle, and the right to an attorney of your choice or legal aid Personally, you could file for legal aid if that happens. You have to go to court on the date they give you. Personally, it's a process, and they may cut the string off your pants or your shorts. It's embarrassing. It happened to me. Why would you have to deal with police in case they question you or they have reasons to come out and visit you? Usually they don't just arrest someone, they have to have reasons. Okay. You have to handle it. A question I have, how to handle going to court? Well, when you go to court, you might have to do a diversion. Now, here's how I put it, and I'm gonna put it in question. A diversion could be mental health diversion. You might do community service diversion or employment diversion or just community program diversion. You might have to do one or the other, or counseling diversion. A diversion is just, they may send you to counseling or a mental health diversion. You have to accept the one they give you. First of all, if you argue, it will make your sentence even worse. To clear your name, just do a diversion. What kind of diversion would I do? This is a question. Mental health diversion, community service. Have someone check on you to see if you're okay. Community support diversion or counseling or even going to a support group diversion. There's many diversions that I'm talking about, or anger management classes. That's another diversion. Or doing some service to the community to pay back what happened. That could be another diversion of itself. Now, there's so many diversions I can't get into. It's hard to explain. You have to ask a lawyer, don't ask me. How long would a criminal record last? Depends. If you've done a serious crime, it will last a long time and it will haunt you. Can you travel with a criminal record if you sign a waiver? A criminal record is a serious offense. In Canada or any country, it means you may not be able to travel unless you sign a waiver. You'll have to get a passport for whatever reason, but if you have a criminal record, you may have to sign a waiver to get a passport. You may have to sign a certain form to get a passport. That kind of situation may become an issue if you're on a team and you have to travel. I understand, but first of all, you have to sign a waiver to travel. You have to show you're not going to do the offense again, and you have to have someone with you all times if you do travel and you have a criminal record. They may think you'll do it again. Diversion won't hurt you. It's something the court sets up. Now, you have to go to your trial on trial day. Another thing, how to handle a dog attack. Oh wow, you gave me a toughie here. First of all, do not stare the dog in the eye and don't run. Second of all, spray the dog in the eye with pepper spray and run as fast as you can. Go inside and keep the door closed. Second of all, call animal control. They can deal with it. If it happens where the dog is viciously mauling you, then you have a right to defend yourself. Now, you may have to use violent force. You don't want to do that, so don't provoke a situation that will cause it. If you're staring at a dog, you're challenging it. It's a challenge to a dog to stare at it. I'm just tired, I'm sorry. I have to have a coffee. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. So please don't challenge a dog unless you have to. Okay, bye.